The desert does not announce itself loudly. There is no sudden edge, no clear beginning. It simply unfolds sand after sand, stone after stone until the horizon dissolves into heat. This is the Sahara, a vast expanse stretching across North Africa, larger than many countries combined. In some regions, rain may not fall for years. In others, a brief storm vanishes before the ground can fully absorb it. The air is dry, the sun unrelenting, and the landscape seems, at first glance, empty. And yet, life exists here. Not just survives, but adapts, waits, endures. Today, we explore life in one of the driest and most unforgiving environments on Earth and ask a simple but profound question. How does life continue where almost nothing should? Survival, written into every grain of sand. 1. The illusion of emptiness. The Sahara appears lifeless from afar. But this is an illusion. Much of its life remains hidden burrowed beneath the sand, dormant within seeds, or active only during the cool hours of night. 2. A landscape of extremes. Daytime temperatures can soar above 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit, while nights may plunge close to freezing. Life here must be prepared for both fire and cold sometimes within the same 24 hours. 3. Water. The rarest currency. Water is not absent, but unpredictable. Rainfall is sparse and irregular. When it comes, it may arrive suddenly, flood briefly, and disappear just as fast. Every living thing must capture, conserve, or wait. 4. The art of waiting. Many desert plants spend years, sometimes decades inactive. Seeds lie dormant beneath the sand, awakening only when moisture finally arrives. Life here is patient. 5. Plants that refuse to waste. Desert plants often have tiny leaves or none at all, reducing water loss. Some store moisture in thick stems or roots. Others grow waxy coatings that reflect sunlight and seal in hydration. 6. Roots that reach the unreachable. Some plants send roots dozens of meters underground, tapping ancient water reserves. What looks fragile above ground is often anchored by a vast, unseen network below. 7. The night shift. Animals avoid the heat by becoming nocturnal. When the sun sets and the sand cools, the desert comes alive with movement. Small mammals, insects, reptiles, and predators emerge silently. 8. Masters of conservation creatures like the fennec fox lose minimal moisture through sweat. Their large ears release heat efficiently, keeping their bodies cool without wasting water. 9. Living without drinking. Some desert animals never drink liquid water at all. They extract moisture from food and metabolic processes, turning survival into a finely tuned equation. 10. Sand as shelter. Burrowing is a common strategy. Just a few centimeters beneath the surface, temperatures are far more stable. For many animals, the sand itself becomes protection. 11. Navigating a shifting world. Wind constantly reshapes dunes. Familiar landmarks vanish. Humans and animals alike rely on stars, sun, position, wind, patterns, and memory to navigate this ever-changing terrain. Junie, the nomadic solution. For thousands of years, nomadic cultures have thrived here by refusing to stay still. Movement is survival. When resources fade in one place, communities move with their animals to another. 13. The camel. Engine of the desert camels are not born with water stored in their humps but fat. This fat becomes energy in water as it breaks down, allowing camels to travel long distances without drinking. 14. Human bodies adapt to people native to desert regions, often have physiological adaptations, efficient sweating, tolerance to heat, and cultural practices that minimize exposure during peak temperatures. 15. Clothing as technology. Loose, layered garments protect against both sun and cold. Light colors reflect heat, while flowing fabrics allow air circulation centuries of designs shaped by survival. 16. OSCs. Islands of life, where groundwater reaches the surface. OSCs form. These pockets of green support plants, animals, and human settlements' fragile ecosystems dependent on delicate balance. 17. Ancient trade routes. The Sahara was never empty of people. Trade caravans once crossed it regularly, guided by stars and generations of knowledge, carrying salt, gold, and stories across continents. 18. Sound and silence. The desert is quiet but never silent. Wind hums across dunes. Sand grains whisper as they shift. At night, life announces itself softly, carefully. 19. Modern pressure. Climate change and human activity now place new strain on desert ecosystems. Water sources shrink. Traditional ways of life become harder to sustain. 20. A lesson in efficiency. Nothing here is wasted. Energy, water, movement, everything is calculated. Life in the desert is not about abundance, but balance. The desert does not conquer life. It teaches it. Here, survival is not loud or aggressive. It is subtle. It is slow. It is deliberate. Every plant, animal, and human story written into the sand is one of restraint and resilience. The Sahara reminds us that life does not require comfort to continue, only adaptation. In the driest places on Earth, existence becomes a careful conversation between environment and endurance. And as the sun sets and the heat loosens its grip, the desert breathes again quietly alive, waiting, as it always has. Because even here, where water is scarce and conditions are unforgiving, life finds a way to remain.